Hey, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. If you're tuning in via YouTube, if you're tuning in via my podcast, I want to thank you guys once again for clicking on this episode. So today we're doing the daily vibration for December 7th, 2019, and we're vibrating on the number 4 today. Now, before I jump into your daily vibrations, you guys know I have a few announcements to make. Okay, so once again, major shout out to all of you that are watching me via YouTube. I want to thank you guys for your love. I want to thank you for your support. I also want to thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscription. For those of you that are listening via my podcast, I also want to thank you for your love, your support, and for you being able to share. Now, today, my loves, we're vibrating on the number 4, but I want to remind you guys that I do go live on YouTube every Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I do a collective poll and then I jump into the chat and I answer questions. So if you guys want to join us on YouTube on Fridays, please feel free to do so. We are on there at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also want to remind you guys that these daily vibrations, they are uploaded every day at 12:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube, as well as my podcast. So you guys can go ahead and check out the podcast links in the description box below via YouTube. And if you're watching me via any of the podcast streams, you guys can find me at the number 4, Your Inner Voice. Okay. I also want to remind you guys that it is the holiday season, so I am doing discounted readings for your love and your career readings. You can get a 30-minute coaching session / intuitive reading with me for a donation of $50. If you're watching via the YouTube, once again, that information will be in the description box. If you're tuning in via the podcast, you can go ahead and email me at the number 4, Your Inner Voice at gmail.com. Okay. And I can get you all of the instructions that you may need. Okay, guys. So keep in mind, my love, that energy is fluid, okay? So I can say that this is Capricorn's energy, but it feels more like Sagittarius energy. So feel free to swap the energies where they fit. It is important, you guys, I would suggest to listen to the whole episode or watch the whole video, because this is just a culmination of all of the energy in the atmosphere collectively. And you may find that although you are an air sign by your birth sign, you could be a water sign in your emotional or in your moon sign. So you will you want to pay attention to all of the 4 elements, because they do actually help you to get a totality of the energies that you're interacting with. Okay. So I let you guys know that we're going live on Fridays. I let you guys know that these daily vibrations go up every day. I let you guys know about the discount. I also want to remind you guys that you can win a contest, okay, to get a free reading, and that information you can find in the description box. Okay. If you are tuning in via the podcast, I will have those instructions for you towards the end of the video. Okay. All right, my guys. So today we are vibrating on the number 4. Now, you guys know how I tell you all the time, intuitive energy is available to you all day, every day. It's really based up to you on whether or not you're going to interact with that energy. Okay. So just know that energy is there for you to interact with every day. Now, vibrating on the number 4 today, you could feel like you are more open to build solid foundations in the things that you're doing today, or that could just be in your mind. All right. Trust and trustworthiness is going to be key for some of you today. You may be asking yourself, who can I trust, depending on what you're going on in your life today. You do have loyalty popping up to the forefront today, as well as determination. Justice is in the atmosphere today, so you can see some justice happening today, either internal justice or external justice. You may find that some of you have to be more disciplined in your thoughts and in your actions and in your feelings and emotions today than most days. Okay. System and order is key today. All right. As well as being able to fuel your passions and your desires. Okay. The lower vibrational end of this energy today, my loves, it can be lack of conviction. People are just not, they don't got no conviction. They just don't, want to do what they want to do regardless of how you feel about it. They don't feel wrong or right. They just don't give a shit. Okay. You also have the inability to adapt to things. Okay. So you may want to just be open to be flexible today, as well as clumsiness. Okay. Just doing dumb shit, just not paying attention to shit. So you may want to pay attention to what you're doing today, because we do have kind of clumsy energy in the atmosphere. Okay. So let's take a look and see where we're sitting as the collective is concerned. So popping off today with the fire energy, my loves, we have the sun energy in Capricorn, and this is all about status, okay? So some of you, overall, the energy is telling us that it's important for us to work towards our goals today, okay? Now, remember how we talked about trustworthiness and loyalty and justice? So that's a lot of this Capricorn energy with Saturn being the timekeeper. A lot of that energy is still in the atmosphere today, so you can find yourself working towards your goals and working towards the things you want to accomplish today. That energy is in the atmosphere. We do have the sun in Libra popping up for my wonderful water signs today, and with the sun in Libra energy, this is all about being able to balance your emotions and bring in harmony, whether it's your love life, how you love on others, family members, friends, or in your romantic aspect of your life. And some of you can even do this with music, okay? Now, popping up in the air section today, you have the moon in Gemini energy popping up, which is all about indecisions, my wonderful air signs. So some of you might have things on your mind that you may be a little bit indecisive about. And in the earth energy today, we do have the sun in Leo, which is all about your joy. Being able to celebrate based on what success means to you today, okay? So the overall message today from the four elements is that your status is going to be on your mind, your goals, the things that you want to accomplish today is going to be on your mind, okay? Loyalty may be important for some of you today. It is a day for you to bring things into balance and into harmony when it has to do with your love relationships, when it has to do with your love life, romance, that is also going to be key for you today, all right? That's a balance that needs to come into that area. Some of you are going through indecisions today with this moon energy in Gemini. It's all about indecisions, and the air signs have the indecisions going on today, so we're going to take a look at that, right? Now, clarifying all of this energy just to bring everything into a pretty close or tight bow today. You do have the sun and Leo sitting in the placement of the earth signs, which is all about time for you to celebrate, okay? Now, we're going to take a look at fire signs first because we are in Sagittarius season, and Sagittarius is a fire sign. So we're just going to take a look at the wonderful fire signs first to see what your message is, okay? Now, like I said, fire signs, you guys are sitting with the sun in Capricorn energy today, which is the number 10 card, okay? The number 10 is a very powerful number because you have 0, which is like that raw creative force, right? That's 0 point energy, right? Followed by the number 1, which is all about creation. So when you put the both of them together, that's just intensifying them down. And when you reduce the number 10 down to a single digit, which would be 1, it's all about creation. So your thoughts today, my wonderful fire signs, is all about what am I creating? What's the goal? What's the purpose? What's the plan? Okay. Now, for my wonderful Sagittarius, as you're operating with that energy, what's the goal? What's the plan today? Just know that you need to say what you mean as you're working towards your goal and your decisions, your goals and your desires today. What do you really want? Say what you mean today. First of all, you're very intuitive, Sagittarius, and you guys usually don't have a problem saying what you mean. But if you've been finding it difficult lately to say what you mean and you feel like you've been walking on eggshells, today's not the day to do so. It's definitely asking you to say what you mean today. Not what you fear, Sagittarius, but what you desire to mean, what you actually mean, okay? All right, my wonderful Leos, today, when it comes to your goals and when it comes to you working diligently towards the things that you want to experience and manifest, they're asking you today, how teachable are you? All right. That simply means that you may have to get out of your ego today, my wonderful Leo, so you can learn the lessons. Okay. Remember that trustworthiness is in the air and building solid foundations is in the air today. So it is going to be important for you, my wonderful Leos, to maybe pull back, take inventory, take a look, right? So you can move diligently towards that which you really truly desire. Okay. Now, for my wonderful Aries, you guys have family and tribe popping up. Okay, what you need to be mindful of today, my wonderful Aries, as you're working towards your goals, as you're working towards the things that you want to be successful today, you need to be mindful with this energy from the family and friends tribe, from the family and tribe, aka friends, not to allow anyone else's decisions or opinions to be more important than the ones you have of yourself and of where you're going. Okay, now, For my wonderful water signs, you guys had the sun sitting in Libra, which is card number 7. And you know, the number 7 is all about that inner wisdom, that inner strength, that inner knowing, right? So with the sun in Libra, that's asking for harmony and balance, not just in the way you love, but also in your romances. Today, my wonderful Pisces, you guys have the beauty card popping up, okay? And I talked about this, I think, in yesterday's daily, where there is this wave of newness coming in for relationships, reconciliation, new love, getting shit together. So tap into that beauty today, my wonderful Pisces, because you're very intuitive, and I know you can feel that energy already starting to come in. So look at the beauty today, okay? Pay attention to your intuition today, because we are building solid foundation in this energy today, okay? My wonderful Cancers, you guys have acceptance today. So you want to be able to accept things today, especially when it comes to love and romance, okay? Bringing things into balance and harmony is about accepting and forgiving things, okay? Things that you can't control. And the things that you can control, you do what you can, and what you can't, you just let go and you surrender to the universe, okay? My wonderful Cancers, acceptance is going to be key for you today. Remember, overall, the energy is asking us today to pay attention to your goals, operate in love. There may be some indecisions, but you still need to pay attention to truly what you're feeling, because it is a time for you to celebrate and be successful, right? That's the energy that we're in and moving towards, okay? For my wonderful Scorpios, you guys have the power card popping up, which is card number 16 on the deck. And from the number 16, we reduce down to the number 7, Scorpio. So this is still tapping into that inner knowing, that inner gnosis, that inner wisdom, that inner kindness, that inner strength, okay? And this is also clarifying that card, the sun in Libra, which is all about harmony. So that's being able to balance that inner part of you. And when you balance that inner part of you with love, when you balance that inner part of you with compassion, there is an innate power that will rise up today, my wonderful Scorpio, okay? Now, it's because the depths of you, Scorpio, is where your power lives. So in order for you to really tap into your power, you are going to have to go in and go deep, okay? Like the phoenix is rising. That's after you've been through some things. That's after you done dig deeply to get the answers that you need, okay? So you are operating in your power today, your truth, and do that with love today, okay? Now, my wonderful air signs, you guys have the moon in Gemini, which is about indecision. So some of you could be going through an indecisive day today, my wonderful air signs. So we got the Libras up first. And with Libra, your message today when it comes to indecision, you have the Lord card popping up. And the Lord card from the ancient ancestors and angel deck is saying, take charge with authority, right? You know where the balance needs to come into your life, Libras, right? So take charge with authority. Don't stick your head in the sand today, okay? Remember, solid foundations is what's being built today. So please don't stick your head in the sand today, okay, Libras? Now, my wonderful Libras, you guys do need to be mindful, right? When making decisions, you want to make sure that you're paying attention to your intuitive nature, your heart chakra, your feelings, as well as your logical side when you're balancing things today and moving towards making your decision, okay? Gemini, you guys have the spring card. When it comes to making decision today, they're saying see it and watch it grow, okay? See it and watch it grow. Remember, the things that manifest are the things that you give attention to and the things that you give yourself permission to receive. So that's going to be key for you today, my wonderful, wonderful Geminis. Okay, Aquarius, when it comes to making decisions today, you have the Seer card. And the Seer card is always about seeing beyond your current situation. So once again, you're going to have to tap into some meditative work, some visualizations today. If the situation does not look the way that you want it, see yourself doing better. And as you tap into your meditative space and your visualization space, my wonderful Aquarius, this is going to give you the answer that you need to know whether or not you need to stay or go. Okay? All right. Wrapping this reading up with my wonderful air signs. And I don't know if you guys had joy pop. I don't remember what reading, but I kind of feel like this popped out already this week. We have the sun in Leo when it comes to my wonderful earth signs. And it's all about your joy today, okay? So Capricorns, your message today is don't let your past hold you back when it comes to your joy and being able to celebrate, okay? And celebration is warranted because the way energy works sometimes, guys, you may not be able to see the change that's coming in. You can feel it. And once you start to feel the change, it's okay for you to start celebrating because that means that it's already here. You may not just be able to see it physically, but it's here, okay? All right, for my wonderful Taurus, as you are in a place where you're reevaluating success and celebration today, you need to know, my wonderful Taurus, that the answers you need are coming, okay? Remember, this is a day to build solid foundation. This is a day about determination and loyalty. And once you're tapping into that balance and harmony, which is that love area that we talked about in the water placement, in the water signs, you will get the answers that you need. Remember, my wonderful Taurus, that you still need to connect your heart chakra, right, with your logical mind. So you need to balance your emotions and your thinking, okay? Whatever you focus on, whatever you give attention to is what's going to manifest in your life, my wonderful Taurus. Okay, last but not least, my wonderful Virgos, as you were tapping into what's successful for you today, what you need to celebrate today, is saying that it is time for you to release the negativity. So anything that does not bring you joy in your thinking, in your mental capacity, in your heart, or in the things that you do, you have an opportunity to release all of that, okay? Now, remember, all of this is a process. So sometimes releasing negative things may just first start with you paying attention to how you think, paying attention to the negative mental loop, and then you move into making physical changes, or, you know, moving into towards your heart chakra and releasing things and forgiving things from your heart chakra. So there is a process, my wonderful Virgo, so just be mindful. Once again, for my earth signs, you're using and bringing in balance, not just into your logical part, but you also want to bring balance into your emotions today, my wonderful earth signs, as you are celebrating and owning your success, okay? All right, my lovelies, I appreciate each and every one of you. That is your daily vibration for today. Don't forget, we're vibrating on the number 4 today, okay, which is all about intuitive energy. This is all about building solid foundation, being trustworthy, being able to trust yourself, and paying attention to who you can trust. Loyalty may be a factor for some of you today. You're going to find that you're more determined. Justice is in the air today. Some of you, if you have any, anything that you feel you need justice to come towards today, just be open for the heavens to show you how that's going to come about today. Discipline and system and order is key today, as well as maybe feeling like you have lack of conviction for something, or you're not able to adapt to something, or maybe even being clumsy. So remember that you get to choose what state you want to be in. You can't be happy and sad at the same time. You do need to swap, okay? And all of this does take doing the work. And what does doing the work consist of? Doing the work consists of maybe meditation, maybe journaling, maybe chanting, maybe being honest with yourself, and however, all of this is going to take consistency. So you can't just do it one day and expect change. This is something that you will need to do on a more consistent basis, okay? All right, my love, so don't forget, we go live on Fridays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday on YouTube. So come on and join us at the number 4, Your Inner Voice. That is a channel, okay? So you can come on and join us there. We do answer questions. You guys, I want to remind you guys also that these daily vibrations are uploaded every day at 12:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, not just here on YouTube, but also on my podcast. All of the links will be in the description box below on my YouTube channel if you're tuning in via the YouTube channel. If you are tuning in via the podcast, you guys can just, type my name in for Your Inner Voice on any of the streaming podcasts, and you will be able to find me there. Don't forget also that we're doing a monthly special for the holidays. Love readings and career readings. You can get a 30-minute coaching session / intuitive reading with me for a donation of $50. You can send your donations in to the number 4, Your Inner Voice, at gmail.com. That is my PayPal. Or you can cash at me at $KIMOY106 at Cash App to make your donations. And when you make your donation, you just need to make sure that you have an email address that I can get back to you, as well as if you want a love or career reading. Just put a message there, okay? So once again, for donations, if you're listening via the podcast, you guys can go ahead and send in your donation for a love or career reading, $50 donation for a 30-minute intuitive reading / coaching session with me. At Gmail, PayPal is going to be the number 4, Your Inner Voice at gmail.com. The same way the channel is spelled is my PayPal information at gmail.com. Or you guys can cash at me at $KIMOY106. Okay. With that being said, you can also win a contest by making a donation in any amount, and contest rules and instructions are also in the description box on the YouTube channel, okay? All right, my lovelies, I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys know the deal. Make sure that you do something kind for yourself. Make sure you love yourself. Make sure you honor yourself. I will see you guys on live on Friday, If you have not checked us out, do so. Okay, we do have a lot of fun. All right, my lovelies, be kind to yourself. Do something kind for yourself, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Also, all of the individual zodiac signs for this week have been posted. So if you have not checked out your individual sign yet, do so. You may also want to check out your not just your sun, but your moon, your rising, and your Venus. That can tell you a lot about who you are and what you're moving towards. All right. Okay, my lovelies, I love each and every one of you. I will see you guys in tomorrow's daily as well as your individuals next week. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.